been brought into this PSG squad thinking that maybe it could be
underneath Sanchez, under Guendouzi as well.
Rongier wearing the captain's armband, the next ex-not man. Had to have Messi and Mbappe.
Certainly it's not Phil, but it all comes down. Hey, we've seen so many fan celebrations. By the way,
Or top of the table with a tightening collar, depending upon the result.
Up and Mbappe, as you can see right now, the lone front striker, always a technical area. While they were down 3-2, inspiring his teams. And
although there are some that say it maybe undermines the manager of PSG in Duffield. Here's Marseille tracking back, trying to blast it is Mbappe, and it rattles away off the defense of Nuno Tavares for the corner. So it will be Messi at the outset, drives it inside. Not sure if he was going Olympico, but nodding it away. Jordan wondering, it looked like Cengiz Under, the ex-Roma man, would be ski. The Ukrainian winger gets another chance. Guendouzi bangs it off the back of Kimpembe, and it's out for another corner. Both the Italians' net. Skips across. Guendouzi. Messi. Strength this year is, does he always have to cut back to cross with his left? Tavares with 6 goals. Tavares, but he did try and bring it back for a comfortable left-footed shot, and that allowed Mendes to poke it to safety. Biggest part of the season. Deflected back towards the top of the exit. Well,
let Danilo sit in that left zone, Marquinhos still centrally, and Ramos, a great example of the hamstring, came back strong though.
At the moment, it doesn't look like he will be back even with that little extra. Guendouzi settled, chested, blasted wide. Tavares on the wrong side of the laces. Kolasinac sends it back in. What a pass between the... In, cleared by Ramos. Not exactly a false... Ball wide, trying to flip it through. Over Malinovsky, fakes the left, dances through, and just poked away by Mbappe. Fabian tried to stay on. Appeals for the flag to come up. And it doesn't look like it will. A little reckless. Rongier. Up for Messi, pops up. Guendouzi back. Milo can't get there. Poked to Malinovsky again wide. Kolasinac. Ramos into the air. 3v3. Mbappe creates some space and creates the lead, silencing the Velodrome, and just like using almost pure physical ability and ball control. But the cross deflected, cleared. Tavares brought down by Yi. He'll tuck it into the net, but it was his arm that brought down the Tavares. Yi trying to stay. Back post run, it's Messi returning the favor. And just like that,
this Marseille team, brilliant.
As we have seen every time we draw as close. Earlier on, it was Lorient that's scratching their heads and others. Driving it in, back post, bouncer. Here's Mendes, back across, a little bump, it's Messi again, and somehow he misses. Now they could bring this back, and VAR will be looking. Would really tighten this one back.
It's 0-2.
So in some ways, maybe Tudor outplays it off, and here comes Mbappe again, looking to pick that top corner, posing. Slips churning, slotted it perfectly. Mbappe for Marquinhos, who's had some freedom today, tries to roll it wide. Just a little too much of a scuff.
Marquinhos is
something that Tite, going back to Brazil, and even Thomas Tuchel had talked about. That now Tavares' left-footed shot, trying to caress it wide.
The last two.
Sanchez sneaks it through. Lifted by Vertu. Donnarumma drops, sails up
the ball, Phil. Depending on their starting positions, very fluid.
Top of the 18, and Messi went to the goalkeeper's side, looking to try and put it in. Punched over and out for the corner.
Yeah, Alexis Sanchez did get it up.
Faithful. PSG. A tune. By the way, don't get
Vulnerable in the counter. Wing play has to improve.
At least in the second half. Malinovsky inside, cleared away to Tavares again on his left, looking to caress it, but sending it wide.
PSG, the onus really is of the home team.
Go toe-to-toe, but this is the Portuguese.
Vitinha and Fabian.
He's drawn a little.
And again, Vitinha now making that run. Is trying to find those guys on a rare occasion.
Malinovsky, one touch too many. Out comes Donnarumma, left that net unmarked. But another returns it to Mbappe on the volley. Oh, a masterpiece for three. You can see the start for Messi in the first half. His 7, the grass either. For Vitinha, Mbappe for the hat trick. Vitinha sneaks it back. Launched into
his versatility, a big help right now for Gaultier.
Zaire finds themselves just 7 points above the drop. Scorecard to Nuno Mendes today in that showdown, and here he comes again, trying to sneak it back, but credit to Pau Lopez. Wondering himself into the 6. Diving save Donnarumma, loose on the doorstep. Kolasinac's child, promising youngster out of Sporting that really blossomed. And maybe even better for Marseille this year. Tavares, I think he might be the first player ever out of Osthofen to make the French national team. And
help that back three, obviously, in terms of their balance and defensive efforts.
Each other out. Dangerous inside, well played Ramos. Roger stint with OM. Marseille
get by him, and then still risky with the chest. Finds his 6. Back 3 and midfield 3 have been brilliant.
Into the area, Sanchez reaching to try and get across the 6. Headed high, attempt on the bicycle, but
players, and then they're looking for depth.
Vitinha. Thomas, you've been in this situation. Roger to Guendouzi, almost threads it, credit to Bernat.